what's up everybody? It's Phil for Banana Creeper here. Today I'm bringing you a alchemy and jewel crafting combo guide. Now in this guide I'm going to show you every single item that I craft and all the best things to craft according to my server. Please realize first when I craft everything that everything will not be the same prices as your server. So check your servers before you start crafting any of the awesome items that I make here. And that was a lot of fall damage. Well, okay, first of all, you're going to mainly need a lot of golden lotus and ghost iron ore. Now, in my server, golden lotus sells for 35 to 40 gold per, and then ghost iron ore sells for 35 to 40 gold each on my server. So I just buy those in bulk for those prices. Now, the main money gold making way that I make from Jewelcrafting and Alchemy is primal diamonds. Now primal diamonds, they cost a wild jade, a vermilion onyx, and a imperial amethyst. So, and actually you need 2 of each. So what I do is I just prospect ore, and for transmutes you need the greens. So just anything that I get from the ore I just transmute and then I get that to green. You can also buy the greens on your auction house if they are cheap enough. I don't recommend it though because I think you would lose more money rather than making any money. And also I have a prospecting macro. I'm going to link that in the description, just so at all my ghost iron ore I can just prospect it just by pressing one button, and I just keybind that to my number 1. So to make a primal diamond, I already said this, you need 2 of those. So with the golden lotus you're just going to be making, what I do is I do it in bulk. So, and also it's best to be a transmute master for this too. If you're a potion master you can still do this, or elixir master, but you're going to make your most profits being a transmute master. And then just make 2 of those, and then sometimes with the transmute master you can get procs, so sometimes you'll get more than 1 with a transmute. We'll probably see some later. And I just make 2 of those. I already had, these are all from prospecting. See, there you go, there's a proc right there. So with making 1 I got 2. You can get a proc of up to from 2 to 5, so you can get 2, 3, 4, or 5 with 1 proc, 5 being the rarest, 2 being most common, but mostly the time you're going to be getting just a single 1. And then primal diamonds, so they sell for uncut, they sell about 200 gold per on my server, which is a nice profit right there, because if you spend 40 gold for your ghost iron and you spend 40 gold for your golden lotus, then that's 80 gold spent, and you're making 200 gold right there just for selling uncuts. But there's also, on my server, you can cut them for more profit, which is what I do when I make the 4 main cuts. Sadly, on this toon, I do not have any of the primal diamond cuts, so what I have to do is I have to spam and trade for what I want cut, and I just give them a 50 gold tip, and that's about, like, still 150 gold, yeah, 150 gold profit. And here's my guild bank. See, I have tons of gold ghost iron ore. And then what I do with the gems is I bank them. We're also going to need some more serpent's eyes from this guide, because not the only thing that we're making is primal diamonds in this guide. There's more than 1 gold making way for these 2 professions, and then there's more golden lotus. So that's one of the first ways. The next way is you need to do your daily every day, your living steel daily. For this you need 6 trillion bar, which for me they sell for 39 to 40 gold just for 1. So you make that, and then you sell the living steel for about 360 to 400 gold according to my server. And this can also proc if you're a transmute master in alchemy, which today it didn't proc for me, but the last 2 days I've been getting procs of like 2 to 5. And so that's going to be your main ways for those, but there's also bonus ways that you can make money with alchemy and jewel crafting. First of all, with jewel crafting, there's also a daily to do. If you need to get a new recipe, I just do the River's Heart because that's the cheapest one, because I don't use these, because I always just vendor these, because on my server they don't sell for very well. But if any of you guys are asking, my server is Tychondri's Horde. So this is a full server, so there's tons of people playing on it. But what I cut the most is I cut the brilliant, delicate, and bold gems. Now these prices will change every day, but relatively in my server they will sell instantly if I do the undercuts every maybe 10 minutes, 30 minutes. So on my server, bolds sell for, the last price they were selling for was 87 gold each. Relatively, these on my server are selling for 40 gold more. On other servers with lower population, they're going to be selling for maybe 200 gold, which can be a great profit for you. But then again, you need to spend more on your mats. So right now, those are 39 gold. The brilliants are probably going to be worth 40 gold, I'm going to guess. Today's Tuesday, so everybody's going to be buying gems. Tuesday's your best day to be selling gems and everything else. So those are 40 gold. So what I do is, here's an idea of just how much my server sells for. So 40 gold, 40 gold, and 40 gold. So I'm just going to make 5 of each right now, and those will probably all insta-sell. And also, when you do your jewel crafting daily, you just open this up, and it's going to contain some gems and just some vendor trash. So make 5 of those for now. If you have more gems, there's definitely more power to you to make them in bulk. Just be careful if you don't know your server's economy, just be careful, make them in smaller amounts before crafting bulk, because you don't know how well they're going to sell. Next thing is, I usually skip these gems because the blue gems, they don't sell on my server. Check them on your server though, because if blue gems sell for higher, then definitely be cutting those, because I just vendor these. Don't vendor them if they were worth something on your server though. The next gems that I cut are the fractured, the quick, and the smooth. I'll just do 3 of each just to do like a little demonstration. Do not craft the mystic or the subtle unless if they're selling extremely high on your server, because these ones do not sell that well. Reason being is because mystic, nobody uses PvP resilience anymore in patch 5.4, and subtle, those are just a tanking one. So unless if you're on a high population PvE server, my server is fully PvP basically, so they don't sell that well, or very high actually on my server. Next thing you can craft, I'm going to need some bag space. I did a lot of prospecting today, sorry for that guys, but I already have the mats for the other stuff. Is to make with your alchemy, make some arcanite bars. Those things sell for 20 to 30 gold each in my server. And the mat cost is 7 gold a gem, and then 2 gold for that. So you're spending about 9 gold total, and then you're reselling those for 20 to 30 gold. Plus, you can also get transmute, like procs. So I just got a 2 proc right there in the first, because that's going to be an extra 20 gold just for that gem right there. And I'm going to run out of bag space. See, lots of procs. These ones have a higher chance of procking rather than other things. So 2, 2, 2, and I'm already at 17 and I still have 6 left, so that's a bunch of extra procs, and then inventory's full. So let me just donate a bunch of random stuff to this is my guild, by the way, so I'm not just donating randomly. This is for the video demonstration. Okay, should be good. Finish doing the rest of those. So right now we're at 20, plus an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus an extra 7. So I got an extra proc, so times 7, that's an extra 140 gold just for those. Plus, those things sell for 400 gold, spent about 100 gold. Probably way less, actually, yeah. About 70 gold for those, rough estimate. Next thing you can do is, with alchemy, there's another transmute. You can transmute titanium. Cernite bar on my server is selling for 3 gold each. But you need 8 of them to make, so in total it's going to be about 24 gold just to spend on it. And then you can make titanium bars, which sell for 49 gold each right now, currently on my server. And then they also proc too, so I just got an extra 50 gold proc with that. Plus I can learn some stuff. I don't really make these too often, but I just got an extra transmute recipe learned. Next thing you can make is, right now the mats weren't so great on my server, but I'm already selling these in the auction house too, so I didn't need to make any more. But if the fish are selling for cheap, like the last time they were selling spine fish for 76 silver, you can make 3 spine fish into desecrated oil, and which this does is just makes you look like a rock kind of person. And those things sell on my server for 15 gold each, so you're spending 3 gold, and you're making 30 gold because it makes 2 of them. Same thing with deep stone oil. These fish sell cheaply, which I think they're selling for about 5 gold each, and there's nobody selling deep stone oil. So also, if there's nobody selling them, just don't overprice your auction house. Make something a reasonable price. Nobody's selling those, and these are selling for 5 gold for 3. So I can spend 15 gold just to make these, and then I can make 3 of them, possibly more, because they can proc. And also, this is just an example of how much I buy in bulk. These are all my ghost iron that I have to prospect, which I'm really lazy about. You make 3 of those. I got extra for 2 of them, so I got 5 of them. I'll sell those for 30 gold each for a profit of about 150 gold just for those. And those things are cool because they make you like, they'll make you just like, if you drink it, then you'll be like stiff. So you'll be frozen in place, which is cool. You can also sell these, but I can never find the mats on the auction house to sell those. They just make you kind of like a ghost. Pygmy oil is also profitable, but only if the pygmy suckerfish are selling cheap, and these are selling a little bit higher. Right now the suckerfish are selling for 15, and these are selling for 9 gold, so I'd be losing money if I was making those. Okay, I think that should be it for alchemy. Also, with potions, if you're a potion master, you can make potions of luck. On my server, they sell for about 45 gold each. The golden lotus sells for 39 gold each. So I'd only be making 6 gold profit, and I'm not a potion master anyway, so I won't be getting extra procs. So to me, these are not going to be that much profit. But on your server, once again, check your server. Another potion that you guys can make are the potions of illusion. These things can sell for pretty high, but only if mats are, once again, if you plan on buying your mats, make sure your mats are always cheaper than what you're selling. You have to check your mat price before you could start crafting. And also check what the item is selling for, because prices will always change. But these things, they can make you look like something else. So like sometimes on my server, we have a trend of like people being like a giant spider on the server, and then people will just be illusions of them, and everybody will be running around as a giant spider, which is pretty scary, to be honest. So that wraps it up for the alchemy. Also, if you have some spirit of harmony, you can just make some more living steel, and that will bring you huge profits. Okay, now for jewel crafting, there's also one more thing that you can do. With jewel crafting, you can make the transmug, if it's actually cheap, which nobody's selling it on my server, but this one's only selling for 25 gold, which is not very high of a profit. This one, not somebody selling, but the mat cost is way too high for my liking, because this would only sell for about 1,000 gold, and I'd have to spend about 600 to make it, probably more, actually like 700 to make it. So I'd only be making 300 gold profit, which is a risk, because it's not the most amazing transmug in the world. Lastly, you need to make the rings and necklaces, which can sell for nice. Which widow chains, right now, they're not very selling that high. These are 89 gold. Each of these, with reprospecting, you can make some profit off of. You need a jeweler setting, which you can buy from a merchant, and then anything else that you get from prospecting. And the serpent's eyes that you change from getting the sparkling shards from prospecting, you can also sell in the auction house if you have too many. Like what I do, I make the rings and necklaces. And then this one's selling for 400 gold. I'm going to make one of those right now. This one's selling for 200 gold. I'm going to make one of those. 900 gold for this one. So this one's really overpriced, but somebody will buy it. 200 gold, making one of those. So right now, what's profitable on my server is making the rings. Not so much necklaces, but it varies per server. So I made one of each of those, and I'll probably sell the rest of the merchant eyes to the, just list those on the auction house for 70 gold each. 45 gold each right now, but sometimes they can be worth more. I've sold them for 100 gold before. Also, I didn't go into detail about the gems because these are all dependent on your server. So if you want to make orange gems, be my guest, because they can generate profit. I generally do not craft these gems, just because I personally will only make primal diamonds, because that's what my main gold for jewel crafting is. So in total, I spent about 500 gold for today, like just for this demonstration video, And just as living steel is going to make me 400 back, then the rings will make me about 2k back. The titanium bar, that's 300 gold. Then the arcanite bars, that's another 500 gold. So I'm making, plus the gems, so that's another 200 gold each. So I'm making about 4k just from a demonstration video. And what I do is I make this stuff in bulk. So that's how I'm usually daily making about 5 to 10k depending on sales and undercuts each day just from this profession. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and I hope you guys can make some money from this. Thank you very much, and subscribe. Thank you.